economy.
Colin, your PAC, America Rising, issued a new ad about the Democrats being in disarray. Let's take a look at a sample of this spot.
Those who faced a colossal defeat last night, not just in the presidential race, but also in key House and Senate contests.
So he leaves as a popular president, but he also leaves the Democratic Party in shambles.
This is a party that's been bleeding out at every level.
Okay, so it's chronicled, and I love to see the media, having to deal with their own words and their assessment in the cold, harsh light of the day after the election. But Colin, here's my thing. Democrats may be in disarray, and yet they are rallying to cause all sorts of, for lack of a better term, mischief. That's almost an understatement. You see what's going on with the confirmation of the Secretary of State designate. You see what they're talking about with the Electoral College. Are they redoubling their efforts, almost frantic, precisely because they're in disarray?
Well, I think one of the things that they have yet to resolve, and we saw play out on the national stage for the better part of a year, is the divide between the Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren wing on one hand that identifies with socialism and radical protest movements like Occupy Wall Street, and then you've got the Hillary Clinton corporatist wing of the Democratic Party, and that fight is playing out now a year later in the ongoing dispute over who's going to be the Democratic National Committee chair. Because when President Obama leaves the White House, this civil war is going to get even worse when they don't have that one centralized person at the top telling the rest of them what to do. So I would disagree with you slightly there, Congressman, in saying that they've got their house in order, because they haven't. And in fact, they haven't won an election in 20 years without Barack Obama his name on the ballot, and his name isn't going to be on the ballot anymore. And the results under him when he wasn't on the ballot in 2010 and 2014 and 2016 were catastrophic. North of 900 combined legislative seats lost in state houses, more than 70 seats lost in the U.S. House of Representatives, going from a supermajority in the U.S. Senate when Barack Obama took office to now being only at 48 in 2017. So they've got a long, long way to go out of the wilderness.
And unfortunately, we've got a short bit of time. Colin Reed and Scott Jennings, gentlemen, we thank you for your time. Up next.